Welcome, my friends, to the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. Today, we're going to have something that's good for a snack when you don't feel like eating dinner or you just want a snack. One of my favorite ingredients when I feel saucy is beer. Now, we're not going to be making a sauce, but we are going to be making a dip. Beer cheese dip. Yes, and we're going to make it and dip little pieces of bread into it, and it's going to be so delightful. Yes. Let's crack this bitch open and get to drinking. Let's get cooking. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a medium saucepan and we're going to put the burner on medium heat. And then we're going to take 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I think you see where this might be going, yes. Beer. And we're just going to plop that in there and get that little bitch melted. We're going to use a silicone whisk just to make sure that my pan doesn't get fucked up. You don't want to do that if you've got a non-stick pan. Don't use wire. Now that the butter's melted, we're going to mix in 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. As you can see, we're making a roux. Now, we're going to whisk this in, and we're going to cook our roux until it's a golden brown. We want to cook out that flour taste. Now, we're going to take the pan off the heat for a minute. If I can get this to cook out. It's stuck inside the goddamn whisk. We're going to take this off the heat and we're going to mix in 2 tablespoons of cold milk. Whoop. And then we're going to whisk in 2 more tablespoons. We're going to mix in a 1/4 cup of milk. And stir that in good. No, I guess I'll put it that way. Now we're going to add our final 1/4 cup of milk. Now we're just going to stir in that milk until it's nice and smooth. Smooth. It's a nice little white sauce base. Now, to this, we're going to add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And it's burning. It burnt, didn't it? I'm just going to stir that in. Then, I'm going to add a splash of garlic powder. It's supposed to be 1/4 teaspoon, but who's measuring? 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne or red pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to stir this together. Then we're going to add my favorite part. Let's open this bitch. It's refreshing. Now, to this, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of beer. Just a half. little more. Who's counting? And we're going to stir this all together. Oh, it smells delicious. Now you can use a darker lager if you prefer. I've actually heard some people say that Guinness makes a really good beer cheese dip. But I'm going to have what I had in my fridge. That works just fine. And then stir that till there's no lumps. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to stir this and keep stirring it until it starts bubbling and thickening up. So good. So yummy. Let me make sure the rest of this Dijon gets off there. We want all that flavor. And a little extra splash. Now, it may take a little bit longer for mine to get thicker because I did put a little extra beer. But who's counting? That shit's good. We just gotta let this come up to a bubble so it can start thickening. While I'm waiting for this to thicken up a little bit, which might take a while because I put in extra, I'm going to cut some nice crusty bread. Day old Cuban bread. I love it. This is going to be perfect for dipping. Make sure you use a cutting board and a proper bread knife. I'm just going to cut about this much. Oh my God, that's a pain. We're just going to cut small medallions. I love it. Hear that? That's a nice crusty bread that I can barely get this fucking bread knife into. I'm just gonna arrange these in my little platter. Oh, starting to bubble. Now it's getting thick. Okay. Look at how thick this is. Nice. Okay, since it's getting a little thicker, we're going to add in 3 cups of sharp cheddar cheese, 1 handful at a time. I don't know if you can see it melting down, but my God, it's cheese-gasmic. Yes. Luckily, this bag has got exactly 3 cups of cheese in it, so I don't have to measure jack shit. A little more. I like it cheesy. So good. Just keep stirring it until it's all smooth. Boy, that's beautiful, and it smells delicious. Now that this is all melted in, you want to taste it and make sure that the cayenne and the Dijon is exactly where you want it to be. So I'm going to get a little tasting spoon. Now don't forget, this is super, super hot cheese. Look at how it coats that spoon. I think I want a pinch more cayenne. And actually, an extra little splash of beer. I would rather it be a little bit thin, almost like a soup. Not too soupy, of course, but I really want that beer flavor. And that's it. Turn that off. Look how easy that was. Spoon it into a serving dish and serve that shit while it's hot. Look at that. Now that is delicious. And that's all there is to it. Just grab your piece of bread, dip it like a fondue, and eat the hell out of it. Don't forget that it's hot. Now that's really good. It's super easy, and it will please all of your guests and your husband or your wife or your girlfriend. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And share it with your friends. I'm talking with my mouth full because I'm a naughty witch. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.